Hi YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of The Safety Specialist, where I am the safety specialist. So I won the auction. There is a car that I'm going to be getting, and now I gotta figure out how to get it to me. There's different ways to do this. Either I could drive the vehicle myself. Even though it's located in Pennsylvania, I'd have to drive it a couple of hours to get to where I am. Or I could rent like one of those U-Haul car hauling editions for one of my vehicles and haul it myself. Or I could pay a company to haul it to me. So each option has its pros and cons. The first two, the pros are I'll be, getting the car. And so, I won't be relying on anyone else. But the cons are with the first one, if there's something really wrong with the car, even though in the auction description it says it's fully functional, it's running, it's drivable. Maybe it's running and drivable for just a few feet, just a few miles, even though it looked good in the videos and the pictures. I don't know if I want to trust it driving a few hours. I don't know anything about this car. So as a safety specialist, I'm going to have to say that's not the best option. It's not the safest option, even though it might be the cheapest. It is until you need a tow truck and then finding a mechanic or a way to get back home. So, that option doesn't seem like the best option for me. The next option where potentially I would still go to get it, but, I would need like one of those U-Haul trailers to carry the vehicle. That's a good option too. It depends on how comfortable I would be, hauling it myself. Getting it onto the trailer might not be so bad, but then actually driving it with the trailer, I don't really have a lot of experience with trailers, so I don't think I'd be very comfortable driving like that, especially, if I have to go get gas and I have this trailer attached to my car with another car, on the trailer. Maneuvering it in a gas station or just on the highways in general, you have to think about, the different blind spots, how comfortable you feel. It's for me, that's not really an option that I want to go. So the last option is hiring a company. So I did use a reputable company. I made sure that it's a company that is licensed, insured, and so they know where the car is. They have my permission to pick the car up, and they will be delivering it to me. Now, going this route, my suggestions are make sure that you have lots of pictures, videos of the vehicle. Use the auction pictures and videos. Save them to your computer. And so this way, if anything does happen to the vehicle in transit, if anything breaks or it doesn't look quite right, or someone, messed up, in the auction house and they gave them the wrong vehicle, things happen, just make sure that you have, all your paperwork, all your documentation. And the other thing is too, think about, the auction house. So I won the car, part of their instructions is that I have 2 business days to pay for the car. And then after I pay for the car, I have 2 business days to pick up the car. If I don't pick up the car within, those 2 business days after paying, I have to pay a fee every day until it's picked up. It's a storage fee because they want the cars gone. And those storage fees could add up fast. So what I did is I paid for the hauling company first, because on the websites they say that it could take 4 to 11 days after you pay for them to actually go to pick up the vehicle. Those 4 days, if I pay the auction house first, I might, in theory, if 4 days is best case scenario, I would have to pay at least 2 days storage fees, and they won't release the vehicles until all the storage fees are paid in full. So what I did was I paid for the trailer for it to be picked up first with the company. And once I got the confirmation that, my payment went through, that there was a hauling company scheduled, then I made sure that I paid in full for the vehicle, because I had to pay in full for the vehicle before that they would authorize to release the vehicle. And, that just gives you a little bit of a buffer. So just in case, something happens, and whether it's weather, obviously we're in winter now, lots of crazy, snowstorms and icy roads, or it could be, especially now because of COVID, people calling out, so lately scheduling things, you have to err on the side of caution. So the car is on the trailer, it's on the way over, and I just have to make sure that, I sign for it, that I'm ready to drive it home. So when it gets here, what I recommend for anyone who goes this route also, before you sign for the car saying that you picked up the car, do a full walk around of the car. Look at top to bottom, inside and out. Is there anything missing? Is there any damage? Because, once you sign for it saying, okay, yeah, I picked it up, everything's good, you're saying that the car, was in the condition that you bought it in. Just make sure that you do your due diligence, walk around the vehicle, make sure it looks good, start the vehicle up. If you have to drive it, let's say, the hauling company couldn't, make it down your block, you live on a very small block, open up the engine, look to make sure you got fluids if you're driving it a significant, distance. Just make sure that it's, as safe as possible to drive if you're going that route, or ask someone to help you to, with a trailer, get it to your gas station, maybe call a tow truck if you're uncomfortable. But, make sure that you're doing everything to keep you safe. And, and so you're able to enjoy your vehicle. So now the fun part. In the comment section, I'd like you guys to guess what I'm getting. I'll give you some hints. It's a Subaru, and it has a turbo engine. So comment in the section below with what you think it is, and hit the like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and thanks for watching. Stay safe. Bye.